Oh, for Christ's sake. We're ready now. We're ready now. Forgot to do that. Yep. Save. Switch is now online. Who the hell's Switch? Oh, right. I think I remember. Why does it do that? Okay, what I'd like to know this morning is, where's the trigger for 18? And why is it in the middle of all this lot? $29. I feel, yeah, I've just done that. Field 24. I can't find it. I have to let the map author know. There's a bug. Is that 19? Oh, hang on. Is that 18? Right. There you go. I found it. So that number 18 should actually be over here. Well, let's visit 18. How big is the field? Okay. Well, there's something wrong here. We don't get a mission to fertilize grass fields. So, I don't know what the heck's wrong with that. But it found out where the trigger for 18 is, even if the number is not in the right place. Oh. You need to go. Where am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Where's the... Oh, there you are. You're not going to be up here. This, this field is rubbish. It's tiny. Franny, 12:33. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. Excuse me 1 minute. I'm not going to put up with this coughing all afternoon. Hope you're well. Welcome to my little place on the internet. I have to look now. I take it that was, yep. Thank you for the follow. FPS. What, good, bad, indifferent? Glad you're well. I just put it up there for my own benefit, really. It's quite well optimized for a modded map. You get good areas, bad areas, and then of course when your computer wants to do a virus scan in the background while you're playing a game, it's not supposed to. Ah, I see, said the blind man. You might need to get a bigger phone. Alright, joke. So, for about an hour, I've been trying to find where the trigger is for field 18. I'm wondering why it is in the middle of these numbers. It shouldn't be. So I decided to have a look where 14, 15 and 16 were, and 19. There's field 18. But it's still wrong. It looks like a grass, well, it is a grass field. However, when you go and visit it, it's got a, oh, it hasn't now. Well, it did, it had a mission. Because I was going to buy it, and it had a mission, so I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to sulk. Yeah. Where's the tractor I was playing with? Well, it's field 18 isn't actually here. The number is, but 18 isn't. And I've just got 26. So I had a look, and before I bought it, took a loan out. But this is a really nice big field for grass. Goes all the way back there. And 27 is over here. But you see these gaps, you can go through as opposed to having to go back. And we can go and do this field 27. If you keep an eye out for little gaps like this, you can get through, which is rather nice. It's quite realistic, really, that. Finding a hole in the fence. Well, doesn't matter where I'm going to start here. So I know nothing about Fallout 4. Or 3, or 2, or 1, so I'd play these really exciting games like this, you know. Trying to get my brain to keep working and not fall out. There we go. We're off and running again. Hey Zeus. How are you this morning? You had breakfast yet? I've been playing FS17 all morning. Now it's the afternoon. Been doing the fields. Make a note, don't plough a field and then go and fast forward time. You won't find your grass. Dough. One of my Homer Simpson moments. I'm not a sad old sod sometimes. I'm one all the time. Have fun. I like this game. I'm afraid I don't know nothing about Fallout 4 or even what it's about. Not a thing. It's just a name to me, I'm afraid. Sorry to say. I can answer you a few questions on Farming Simulator. I may even know the answers. I'm fine, Zeus. Apart from the stupid cough still there. But I'm prepared. I got me honey. So I'm going to hopefully get through the afternoon without coughing and spluttering all over the bloody place. I tried doing silage like that once in one of the bays. Yeah, I haven't done it since. Have you noticed this over there? Look, there's a word in the field. You see it? Can't quite. Right, I'm upside down. I'll get the other side. I just realised what it says. Oh, stop missing the grass, will you? What's the matter with you, Malcolm? Can't you drive this tractor? It's one of the better ones. I'll go and have a look. If this fellow in this tractor could cut all the grass in one go, it'd be nice. He's messing me about. I have to overlap. When I tried to wrap my lot, it only wrapped half of it. Still quite comical, the giants on this game, considering what other games are graphic wise like. This comes under the 3 Ps. Can't see it over there. Over here is some flowers growing in the field, and it says FS17. You can see it better. I can't fly, so I don't know. I go and get a machine now. Do silage. Cut grass. Stick it in the machine. Job sorted. And when I come to rake this lot up, I'll show you where it is. I need to get some straw from well, if you go in the cab, which is quite strange, the FPS usually drops. It didn't that time, but yeah. They have the graphics card and the monitor that can handle 144. Oh, very detailed, yes, exceedingly detailed. A fabulous detail, isn't there? I mean, what's the matter with my track IR? That rendering is absolutely horrific. Horrific. The detailing on that roof is, I'm sorry, sad. It really is sad. I pressed the wrong button. However, if you, for some strange reason, if you have a look at the gubbins outside here, how detailed that is, compared to the detail of the roof of the cab, mind-boggling. Just to me. Well, I'm fucking machine up now. There we go, fixed it. I still love the game. I bought Farming Simulator 15 way back sometime when it was on special offer, because I've been watching a couple of people playing the game. I thought, no, it's my cup of tea. I loaded it up, jumped out and into the... I couldn't fathom it out whatsoever. The controls were all alien to me. You can make it what you like, what you want of it. I like hiring workers to do the mundane job. I quite enjoy mowing. It's a nice easy job to do. No stress. Who's that now? Who's come along and I haven't seen them? Farmer Guz! Hello! Thank you for the follow. Come and say hello. We don't bite. I'll say we in the real context there. It's me, myself and I actually. So when I say we, hello, I mean me. You see the FS17 there now? I'm gonna cut it out. I got the mower, I got the picker-upper, but I forgot where the rake is. But I'm sure I'll find it somewhere. It won't be far away. The map's a perfect size for moi. Wow. Gotta look at my... Oh, thank you for that. Unexpected. Following and hosting. It tickles me. It does tickle me. Get quite embarrassed. Ah, Twitch caught up now. Twitch chat seems to be very slow for me today, so if I don't answer you straight away, I haven't seen your message. So you'll hear me instantly, but I don't see Twitch chat for like 30, 45, flipping seconds. All your attempts to try and make it faster just makes it longer. Yeah. I like that spelling. That's a spelling of slow gin. Well, these two fields together are really nice. I haven't done 27s over there yet. I'm only on 26. Ignore the 18. Oh, very good. When I put on one of my to be sures and begorers and all that, don't blame me, blame the game. I got to put on the accent. It's like when I say fertilizer, you got to say fertilizer in a certain way. It's one of the few countries close by that I haven't visited. Yeah. I don't know what's on my own doorstep sometimes. My wife is half Irish. The map is on ModHub's farmer. It's in the beta section, so it won't show up in game unless you go to the beta things. There's a couple of bugs. But nothing that'll stop you playing. I'll warn everybody about the number 18 and where it is. The numbers got lost on that map. Field 18. It's not over here. I only found out where it was this morning. I bought this field last night and I'm going, where the hell's 18? Good. I can't remember the other flipping bug I found, but I can assure you it's not important. Downloaded but can't find it on the game. Where did you download it to? If you downloaded it to your mods folder, it should be there. If you downloaded it to the downloads folder, especially in Windows, you'll have to move it. If you go to Mod Hubs and download it from there, then it will go to your download folder. It won't go to your mods folder. If you go in game and download it via the if you go in game I'm wrong, can't do it here, can I? Save. Warning sender. If you go in game to this start menu and go to mods, go to the beta section, and that's where you'll find it in there. And if you download it from here, which will take like forever, it will go in your mods folder. However, if you download it straight from Giant's website, then it will go to your downloads folder and you will have to move it. Are you on PC or console? Because if you're on console, you won't get it. You won't get it until it comes out of beta. Well, Twitch chat is the worst thing to try and... Well, you won't get this one if you're on console. Not yet. As far as I know. Could be wrong. I usually go to Mod Hub, download it to my downloads folder, and then just right click and move it, or just drag and drop it over into the mod folder of the game. You know where the mod folder of the game is, don't you? I forgot to show you. No lights. It's in invisibility cloak mode. Put all the lights on, all it does is blind me. Oh, mind you, you can see the grass now. Oh, look at that rendering there. Yeah. It's still horrible. I'm doing a let's play, but I'm not calling it a let's play. Everybody calls it. Trying to think of another name, like, I don't know. I'm playing a game. This is quite popular, this map. Seen loads of farming with muck. Yeah, I'll steal that. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal that now. It should be Mucks with an S. So people may misread it as farming with muck. There you go. That's officially now, I've got it written down. It's mine. I'm going to trademark it, copyright it, patent it, get Microsoft's official sanctions on it. There's quite a few, there's a few in my circle of YouTubers, and I call them Teletubbies, that I watch, that are doing a, you know, what would be called a proper let's play. Reefy, an oldish fella like myself, I watch him because he's thinks I'm a youngster. I'm not sure which one of us is older than the other. I might have pipped him, but not by much. I like him because he reminds me so much of myself, especially when playing the game. He did a heritage series on Farming Simulator 15 where he'd only have like really old kit. I quite like that. I think he's bringing it back for 17. I hope he does. But it's getting the gear. I'm not sure whether anybody's really into modding for really old tractors. I think it's Reefy, his name is. Let me find out. You know what I'm like, I forget. Where's YouTube gone? Yeah, Reefy 1952. It's all one word. I'll give you a link if you want. Another one of the people I follow and watch, etc. I've got quite a few, you know. Not everybody produces a video every day. So at least I get to watch a couple of 3 videos a day from different people, and I get confused with Grizzly Bear Sims and Useless Farmer, because not only do they sound the flipping same, they do a very similar take on their Let's Play. Well, the horse and cart, they've got one somewhere where there's a horse and cart, but no, it's oxen. Sure it is. But it's a bit rubbish because the oxen don't move. So these 2 static oxen walking down a field is not that great. At least somebody made an attempt to do it anyway. Lower, unfold, turn on. And once again, we need lots and lots of grass. The picker-upper you get on this map is it can be just an inch too big. I've had it caught up a couple of times. Oh, and you can go through telegraph poles. So I got a new picker-upper, it's over there. Oh, I got an extra picker-upper. For the small fields. That's very interesting, this. Very interesting. Maybe you can get that in cattle and crops. I don't think so, though. Not sure what it would take on with the people around here. I'm getting greedy for grass. I don't know how I'm going to pick that up now. Well, thanks for popping by, Franny. TTFN. Drop by and see us again. You can't go up and down here. Whatever were you thinking? Go back over there. Work on a Saturday. It is Saturday, isn't it? Where's my watch go? Can't see. That doesn't tell me. I know how to see what the date is. Yep. It's the 25th Saturday. I asked Windows. All these electronic gadgets. Could have looked at my phone as well, couldn't I? All helpful hints. I've had my watch for like 5 years, and it was only about a month ago, I think. I realised that the Saturday date thing is actually blue. The Sunday ones is always red. Well, half decent watches are red. So you know what day it is. I know when it's Sunday, and look at me watch and see the red date thing. Yay! I don't have to think then. But I always thought it was black, and it's actually blue. Because I put my reading glasses on. I do have a pair. Well, I don't. They're variable focal things. Goal struck. No, stuck. Goal stuck. Goal stuck. Good afternoon, sir. If you will. I'm getting a nice little repertoire now, aren't I? Greetings. Salutations. Hello, mate. How's it going? And all that. Go from one end of the spectrum to the other. Yes, isn't it good, what? Telly how? Okay, la. Yeah, go that way. Don't be rude, say hello. I got a bright light shining over there. The sun's trying to come out. Go away, you can't come out on the weekends. Who ever heard of the sun on a weekend? Oh, it's winter time. There'll be blizzards and snow and stuff. Did I miss that, or is it in a dip? I'll get you now. I'm gonna have to find a rake in a minute when we're done. Oh, tip of the day: don't mow a field and then fast forward time. Because you'll have a hard job trying to find your grass. I know from experience. See, old people have lots of wisdom, experience and knowledge. Well, we like to think we have anyway. It's the old adage. We always know more than what you lot do. It's what we're told that we should know. The law of averages as well. And if you believe that, give me a loan. I've not got any yet. Oh, it's only day 2. I'm gonna need a lot more money. I'm actually toying with the idea of having sheep on this map as well, but they might eat all my grass, so don't know. Because I was looking at the price. Only when you scroll over that you see the price of wool. Well, it's come down a bit, but it was like 12 grand for a for one bale. And that's wow. Look, we can sell some silage. I'm not going to sell that. I haven't got much. We've only done one little harvest of the fields, so getting there. I got some beet, sugar beet. I got some corn, I got some sunflowers, I got wheat for the straw, and I've done a couple of missions, and they're a bit alright. Oh. Yeah, the only thing is with why I stopped doing sheeps is they take too flipping long to produce any wool, and I don't have 10-20 sheeps. I buy 100. Now, minimum I get in any of my farms is 100 sheeps, and you get one pallet out like in seems to come out whoosh, like just like that, and then you're waiting forever for the rest of the wool. They don't seem... They're not quick anyway, let's put it that way. They're a long-term investment. And of course in real life, wool is worthless. Nobody wants wool. What do you mean? Make clothing out of wool? You must be joking. Although you think some entrepreneur would jump at the chance now because wool is such a stupid price. Like nobody wants it. It used to be a sheep farmer's perk, that, getting money for your wool. Well, it used to be a flipping mainstay at one stage. Especially in Britain, like, wasn't it? Those of us that know. Boing. Look out, there's a post there, don't hit it. I'm tidying up the edge now. I'm being greedy, I want it all. And I want it now. That'll make a good song title, wouldn't it? Right, how did we get in here? Never mind that, how did you get out again? Oh, there we go. This'll do. Got some tight turns. Oh, another little warning for you. Something that's not really a bug, but it wants fixing by the map author, is the respawn point. Don't respawn anything that hasn't got 4 wheels, because it'll fall over, like this thing. This is my 3rd one. I've had to rebuy it, because once you respawn it, that's you know you've got no chance of getting it. Unless you're very clever with a pickup bucket. I'm not. So yeah, be very, very careful where you leave it. So I, being a smart, well-educated fellow, plonked it down here on concrete. Wrong button. Try that one. Don't put it up there in that shed. It falls over. So beware the respawn point. It's not flat and level. Things fall over. Now if you put this up against the wall, it doesn't fall over. Right, now where is shut up, I'm thinking. I think when you've got things like that. Yes, the rake. The who's hidden that now? Where is it? Alright, you. We got a lot of stuff. There it is. So it's up there. It would be up there, wouldn't it? Okay. I'll have to go and get it. What's it doing up there? We have to go get it. Yeah. Not far away. It's not a 4x16 map. Mike, don't be shy. Come here. Those cars make a noise when they go past you. Oh yeah, they do. What car? Thanks for letting me through. Yeah, the respawn point is over there and it's not flat. Got these dumb chickens. I want to kit in the middle of the flipping road. There it is! I found it. Why are the lights still on? I just turned them off, didn't I? Don't wake the chickens up. They're all asleep. Shh, tread lightly. We're stealing their eggs. Why are we whispering? I don't know. That'll wake them up. Shoot, shoot. Got a good hose on that. Someone just broke my mouse. It don't want to work. I hope not. Well, that weird. What happened there? There's got a game within this game, you know. It's called Getting Things to Work. Am I really getting 90 FPS in the farmyard? Alright, no. Okay. Alright. Stupid chicken. We now have the rake. And I know the way to the farm. I don't have music all stuck because you won't like it. Nah, you won't like the radio station. Basically my music will probably not be your taste in music. Therefore, the main thing is that I put these streams up on YouTube as well, and even Twitch will voice mute you if they think you're infringing copyright. So if they think that you're playing a song or some music that may infringe copyright, they will mute your stream. So there you go, and YouTube will do it for sure. And if you want to listen to music, I'm not stopping you putting your radio on, but nah, I'm afraid I don't play it. You can get away with playing something very, very quiet, but you won't hear it. So, you know, I might. Because the game noise is a lot louder for me than it is for you. So you don't have to get the yeah, blasted out. That's what I'm looking for. Some of the noises are really stupidly loud. You either turn them all down or you turn them all up. You can't pick and choose. Well, I'm not an official streamer, Twitcher. I'm looking forward to try and make some money, anything. I just do it for a bit of fun. You'll find that a lot of the Twitch sites that trying to do it for a living, yeah, they play music. I take about 3 notes before I'm clicking off their station, because the music they're playing is a load of junk as far as I'm concerned. They play music. It's not my music, and I'm not sitting there listening to this going no. There you go. That's exactly my sentiments. Sis. I may be old school, but my range of music is quite wide. But this plunky stuff, I don't know what they call it, but it just does my head in, and I've got about 3 seconds and I'm gone. Bye. Have a nice day. May attract the audience that they're after. I don't know. Someone must have put the figures together. So I don't think it was them. I got the gear. I've got a webcam. I've got a nice posh microphone. I've got the racing chair. You know, you got the gear. I thought, what the hell not? I'm retired. I don't do anything else. Well, if you want to pay me for playing games, but there's no need. My friendly local government chips in. Well, there's an idea. Why not? I never thought of doing that. Well, it seems that streamers that do it for money have got to put a lot of time. They do have to work at what they do. There's a lot of them I've seen have got a rapport. Some of it to me is, you know, a bit, what can I say? It's always the same. They're always saying the same thing. I was watching one guy for like 5 minutes, and fine, he got followers and whatnot, you know, going like that. He's got like 20,000 followers. Every time a follower came, the music thing came on, he put on some silly glasses and did a spiel off the top of his head, and I was sitting there 3 times this happened, and I thought, well, good for you, like, mate. But what are you doing? I didn't know what the stream was about. Oh, I don't know. It's I treat it as another game for me. I like this game. It's good fun. There's a few streamers that really, yeah, want to be I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? What's that that Tweety bird, Tweety pie, whatever it is. I think, no, he's a Teletubby, isn't he? Not a Twitcher. I don't know who the top Twitchers are. To me, I've just got certain games I play and I have a look. Oh, PewDiePie, alright. Reminds me of Tweety Bird from Sylvester. You might not know those cartoons. I thought I'd put it that. That was the Tweety Bird. And Grandma. You need to, it's not the followers, is it? It's the subbers. They pay so much. The thing is, they don't get, unless it's tips. I don't know how the tips work, but if you sub to a streamer, and you'll never sub to this streamer because I'll never turn it on. I don't expect you to pay to watch me, but Twitch gets half of that straight off the bat. I don't know how they make a living on it. I really don't. You need thousands of subscribers, not just a couple of hundred. Unless you're going to live in a tent off the grid, I might be able to make that work. Don't choose a cold climate country. That's the tip of the day. I think I should have gone up and down. Yeah. Different. Looney Tunes. You got them? Yeah, you're a bit older than you look, you see. You look well for your age. Mind you, I haven't had a TV for like 300 years, so I've no idea if they're still being shown or not. Yeah, I've been on the likes of Squirrel. I watch him. I used to watch him quite a lot with the Sunday Night Trucking a couple of years back now. He's only been at it a couple of years, really. It wasn't so much a show as that he would always be doing a mod of some shape or size. So it's one of my interests in looking at seeing what's out there. And the Twitch chat would be scrolling off the screen. You couldn't even read it. With everybody trying to get their tuppence halfpenny worth in. The only way you could be read would be to be a subscriber and pay some more money so that your notice would come up on the screen and he'd read it. Okay. Good money if you can get it. I don't know. It's a job, another job, just like anything else. It's gotten that way, but it's not an easy job. Not for the majority. get this right in a minute. I'm having trouble seeing the green on the green. I wonder how many trailer loads I'll get. I might one day do an experiment. You never know. It's a bit daft on my part in one respect, that why I don't have subs and things. I can't offer you anything. I mean, I don't understand it. The fact that trying to get it working in the first place would probably be on me anyway. And don't you have to be in Twitch's circle to be able to do it in the first place? Don't you need so many people? Don't know. YouTube is a little bit different. You can plonk your videos up there and monetize them. But they're going to need like millions of hits to get anything back. It's my understanding. You never know, in 10 years' time I might be earning a fair packet at this game. The Twitch game, that is. It's that lucrative. Microsoft have got their pie in it, their hand in the pie now with their Xbox, haven't they? What's it called? Beam? I don't know who the hell names some of their stuff, but not so much the naming, but who says, well, that's great, let's have that, you know. Let's call Internet Explorer Edge. Yeah. Just exactly what is Edge? Don't know. I got a new title now. I've got the. You know, I've had my own company in the past, and it was to me it was quite easy to do. I went VAT registered. I actually went to classes, seminars of an evening while I was working in a kitchen as a kitchen porter, learning how to do the tax returns, VAT, blah blah blah, which was a piece of cake. You put this program into the computer, you type in some numbers, some other numbers come out, it says what you got to send there and what you got to send there, sorted. Don't employ anybody, because then you'll be liable for class 4. You are liable for class 4 national insurance contributions anyway, being self-employed, which was another way of the government getting you money off of you for a title of class 4 national insurance. They didn't actually do anything. They were of no benefit whatsoever, but you had to pay them, being self-employed. So I had my wife as a partner. We could both give ourselves wages, you see. However, I've forgotten my track now. Bum. There's a good point to that, and Oh. Oh. It's gone. The point of what I was getting to, I've lost. Oh, I might think of it. Damn nabbit. Now you see why I sit all day playing games. No, I don't sit all day playing games. I go to the toilet. I'll make some food. And why was I talking about my business? Oh, copyright, yes. The business. Now, the hardest thing, apart all that, I learnt all that, and it was quite quick. I was quite surprised. If I'm interested in something and want to do something, I'll learn it. But the hardest thing that took months was the name of the company. My computing side was Help Desk Computers, and the amount of phone calls I got off that because of that help desk bit was absolutely phenomenal. I tell you, that was a cracking name. My other side, damn, I forgot to pick up the weight, was Designs in Print, was my other company name. So I had two, Help Desk Computers and Designs in Print. And now I got a new one. And it wasn't Sender who said it. It wasn't him at all. No, it was all my idea. Is farming with mucks, as in like muck shifting. Oh, it's the way I tell him, it's all it is. Is that Irish fella still here? Oh, to be sure he is there, look. He's still there. Top of the morning to you. What part of Ireland might have been that accent? Don't tell me the peat bogs. Uh-huh. There. I got it. I'm really chuffed now. Thank you, Zeus. You're not just a pretty face, young fella. You pay attention, you'll go a long way. Mark my words. You're not just listening to some old fellow rabbiting on about bloody nothing. You may only have one ear open, but you were paying attention. Gaz, what are you trying to do? Right. Question number one on the update bit. Are you, Steam? Are you using Steam? Did you use Steam to download it? Install again? Or did you get it off Giants itself? If you got it off Steam, you don't need to download anything, it'll do it for you. If you got it off Giants, you'll need to go Giants download page, download it and just run it. It's an exe. Right, you'll need to go to Giants page then. Eine Moment bitte. That means 1 minute, please. Let me call that up. You need to go to Giants website itself. Yeah? Mod Hub. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm clever in some things, and other things I'm as dumb as anything. Right. I'll give you half the screen. If you go to that there we go. Go to Giants website, Mod Hub, and go to updates, and update, press the download button, wait till it finishes, double click on a download and it'll automatically update for you. Okay. Hope that works. Well, it did for me anyway. No bother whatsoever. Half and part of the parcel of why it's not just playing the game. Excuse me. Got tickled in the throat again. I'm quite happy to ask answer questions, especially if I can. I like being helpful. I used to get customers in my workshop. I can't start that. That would start asking me questions, and they'd be there for like 3 hours. I'm exaggerating a bit, but you know what I mean. Because I'd continue answering their questions. Building a computer is a piece of cake. It really is. It's easier to build a computer than to bake a cake. It's that's part, and I'll be doing a stream around hopefully April, and it'll be an probably will be an all-day thing, especially if I can set up all the cameras. I'll be building a new AMD Ryzen PC for myself. But I'm hoping to televise it on Twitch, and I really want to get things so that I can read chat. The building isn't really that much of a problem. I mean, there's only one place the CPU can go, providing you read some of the instructions and don't pretend to be like some fellas that throw the manual away. Simple reading should get you through to building the thing. Once it's built, the problem comes if it doesn't start. It's a really oh shit time if you see smoke appearing from anywhere. These days it's really unlikely to happen unless you've got a faulty component. That can still happen. I've pre-ordered my motherboard and CPU. The motherboard I ordered was the Asus yeah, is it the Halo one? The top one. There's several reasons, and I'll go into that when I'm doing the build anyway. But there's several reasons for picking that motherboard over anybody else's motherboard. Not because it's the best, or maybe the best, but other reasons. Loads of other reasons. It doesn't have APU on board. Woohoo! I don't know what that's all about with AMD, but lots of things. Depends on what you mean by signal there, Zeus. There are several indicators on the motherboard. Like to say, building a PC to me is like, you know, falling off a bloody log. I have shown my party piece when I was a lot younger was to blindfold and build a computer. I'd take liberties. The CPU would be in its slot before a bloody start, that sort of thing, but That's a bit stupid to try and put a CPU in its slot blindfold. But you'll get power on LEDs on the motherboard. You'll get power on LEDs on the graphics card. You know when your computer hasn't shut down, despite the fact that you've told it to shut down, and you seem to have turned itself off, and you wonder why there's little red lights and all sorts glowing on the inside. It's because it's still on. You're using Windows, you know. Don't be fooled by the fact that the fans aren't moving. Oh, right. Now you're talking that time scale, then yeah, you would have had a shed load of jumpers on the motherboard to set. Set one wrong, and you won't get anything happening if you're lucky. Set two wrong, and you could see smoke because you were probably overpowering something or whatever. Yeah. Back then, back in my beginnings, we had motherboards with 40 jumpers on the motherboard that you had to set to specific things, like 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, if you know what a jumper like, you know. And there was 40 on the particular motherboards we were using. Took three of us. One to read the manual to say this one here should be 1 and 2, that one there should be one person with a pair of tweezers doing it, and you had tweezers this long, you know, and the other person who was checking your two work to see that you did it wrong. 9 times out of 10 he wouldn't start. Recheck, and invariably there was a jumper that wasn't in the right position. And I'm not on about these jumpers. If you don't know what a jumper is, look for it on Mr. Google, I'm sure will tell you. Yeah, that was some of the good old days. Oh, I got lots. I can tell you all the stories. I'll be spending way over the top of what I need, but then it's going to last me. My Intel PC that my brother is borrowing for the past 18 months is an i5, which is it can play anything that I've thrown at it. And it's probably 5 years old now, and it's there we go. It was one of the first i5s that came out, the 2500. It has an Intel 860 graphics card in it. No, 680. Intel 680. Not Intel. NVIDIA. And it can throw it. May not. No, I haven't found a game that it couldn't play. And that's my old PC. You don't need any more than 8 gig. Personally, my personal opinion, you're fine on 8 gig. You don't need any more. I'll grant you, Windows really needs. There's a good answer. Modded Minecraft uses a lot. Well, if you put 64 gig in, would modded Minecraft use the 64 gig? And if so, why? What's it doing? Windows, I'm not going to... I try and shy away from the word needs, as opposed to is better off with. That sort of wording. You got the other adage. If the program isn't using all the memory that you've got, why isn't it? If the program's using 4 gig and I've got 8 gig, what the hell am I going to do with the other 4 gig? It's I can't say the word properly, but half of this it's a numbers game, and half these numbers are just gobbledygook, Nvidia, Intel, made up to make them sound bloody good. I can go back to not Intel, to AMD was a good example. You get you get a DX4 100 or a DX2 50. Which is faster? You'd probably say the 100, wouldn't you? You'd be wrong. They're both the same. A DX4 100 was 425. A DX4 50 was 225. Same. It's a number. But you see the 100, you think, oh, 100 is going to be better than a 50. No. That's just an example. One of the many examples that there's a lot of FUD. A lot of FUD. It's quite comical, the numbers game. You really have to look yourself and do a lot of reading. A lot of people just see that. One of the reasons why AMD a naming convention is to help Joe Public associate a particular CPU with Intel's equivalent CPU, in like it's the 1700X and 1800X, that sort of thing. It's to, and then what else are the other numbers? It's, go back to my favourite saying, it's a numbers game. Don't fall for the numbers game. It's a long time since I had AMD. This machine's AMD, and the only reason is because the other one's getting old. There's new technology out there. I'm gonna make use of it, but at a price that's good for me. I don't use SSD just for Windows, Goldstuck. Press the right button. There you go. There you go. There's a particular game that I still play. It's now, oh god, 10 years old at least. Lord of the Rings Online. It's it uses the back-end database to on your computer, on your hard drive, to talk. And basically what it calls it does, I don't know the technical terms for it all, but as it talks, you will you will stop for a millisecond, but it's noticeable. For like every 30 seconds you get this, and it's completely and utterly annoying. The cure for that was to put it on an SSD, because it can write far quicker than a conventional 7200 hard drive could. 6 gigabit transfer rate or whatever. An SSD is a lot faster. Nowadays they're even faster again. But that game benefited from you putting the game on the SSD, not the ordinary hard drive. If anything, I'm inclined to stick Windows on the bloody conventional hard drive. It's not going to do anything that's any faster than I need Windows to do. For crying out loud, when I go, when I go like that first thing in the morning, I have to wait for this bar to come across the top here while it looks at my hard drives and my folder structure. Once it's done that, it pops up straight away. And of course, down in this fella, you can turn that off if you want, so that it's near instant. I'm rabbiting on again, and you got me on one of my favourite subjects. Computers and Windows and this and stuff, and it's all good. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Don't believe all you read. Well, I try. If I'm not sure, I just don't want to open my mouth, and I'll totally bypass the subject. I'm no expert. I only know, and most of it is derived from just sheer experience. This is going to be a pain in the butt in this corner, isn't it? Just rake it. Yeah, I do a lot of research on I've been following AMD's Ryzen thing since I learnt about it, and I've been soaking up. This is me. This is my one of my main interests as well. And I'll sit behind this machine, going blind because I'm not blinking. Reading, and I just don't go to like Tom's Hardware or overclockers.co.uk, or I'll go to the bloody lot. And I've got a couple of I go to who I consider people very similar to me that have done their research, methodical research, not perfect all the time, by no means, and they will give you warnings as well. One of them is he's well worth following, a fellow Scotsman. Let me get my good plug Let me get you his website. Don't want that. Bear with me. I can talk quicker, rabbit quicker than I can find what I'm looking for. But I got a load of bookmarks. Bookmark. Let me get that. There we go. Read this guy. He is very, very good. Go watch those videos. He points you in. He points you in directions. He makes you think. You can go then and put your own 1 and 1 makes 2 together. He's well worth a follow. I try to soak up the Ryzen videos that he's got out from AMD, etc. And there's one nice one there about Intel that's pretty recent. It might be a little eye opener for some of you. Somebody just did something and I don't know what they did. I didn't see it. Whoever that was, hello. I don't know if it's a follow or what. Anyway. I bid thee good afternoon. It's nearly coffee time. Oh. I've got lots of websites like that, but I love that fella. He's no way in is he trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And of course I still make my own mind up. I look and look and look. The reason why I've chosen the processor I've chosen, the reason why I've chosen the motherboard I've chosen, the reason why I've chosen the RAM to go with all that. It's all in there. People, they get a processor and a motherboard and then they'll just go and buy the cheapest RAM that goes on it. Wow. You heard this word that's bantered around that people like to say, bottleneck. Well, that word springs to mind, but it doesn't actually exist in computers. It's someone says that that you're bottlenecking this and you're bottlenecking that. I haven't a clue what they're talking about. And you may say, what the shit he's talking about. We haven't got I haven't got the seminar facilities to sermon you. Could do a tech talk quite happily, yeah. It'll take me a little while to get me banter together. I like watching those programs, those guys on the show on a TE. Is it TEC? Is it TEC? I can't freaking. Oops. Can't remember now. Yeah. I have to have. Know what this memory's like. Have to have pointers like this did. Zeus. So I can carry on and remember what the heck where I was going to. But in the meantime, I like playing this game. Really relaxing. When you remember where you put stuff. Well, that motherboard doesn't have a Realtek sound card on it. How lucky am I? Another story. Realtek. Sound blaster. Blech. It's coffee time. Get a cup of coffee. Calm down. Oh, I think my blood pressure's through the roof at the moment. For all the excitement. Got myself worked up over nothing. There must be an easy way to do this. I've done this field again, shorter and shorter now. I just go round in a circle. Going the wrong way. Go this way for a change. See if it'll make any difference. Probably not. I'm making pretty patterns. And getting dizzy. Alright, tidy you up. No, stop. Oh. Okay. Now, I think it's better if I leave this down here. There's a nice big fields here. Sure, we might be able to fit it in that shed. Is this gonna work? A really tight yard here. Well, and we're gonna reverse it up into that shed up there. Shouldn't be too bad. This has got quite a long hitch to wheel. It's a longer trailer than most. Yeah. Oh wait, is it gonna fit underneath? Yeah. Don't go off at an angle. Oh, I'll do it that way then. It just fits, doesn't it? I don't know how I got it underneath the first bit. Back a bit more. That'll do. Alright. Don't have anything auto running. You're going to be sucking up the stuff in a minute. Oh, no, everybody's got nothing to do. Go back to him. Cause I'll be getting a cup of coffee. Oh, here we go with the stupid two-face thing again. Everybody fertilized. Oh, for crying out loud. Nope, never heard of the young man. I'll be interested to watch him. I'll have a look. It's nothing to do with farming, Sim, so you're not really treading on my toes, so to speak. And even then, you wouldn't be treading on my toes, Zeus. You know what will happen, won't you? I'll be looking at the screen, be going, nah. You want to do it this way, mate? There was one I watched, some guy, an American, he'd take the stuff out of the box and he'd get to the little pamphlet that come with it. You know, with simple instructions or easy start guides and things like that, and he'd throw them over his shoulder. Click, gone. Idiot. Sorry. I can do the same thing, but the point of the pamphlets are, and he was supposedly, you know, helping or assisting people in building machines, as a system builder himself. And what made it even more funny, he'd throw these away, and the amount of mistakes he would make, and I would assume off camera would look up that thing he threw away to find out what he did wrong. Because on a couple of occasions, I mean, he put liquid cooling in a case and criticised it because he was either blowing or sucking when he should have been sucking or blowing, and all you had to do was turn it around. You know, I've got the same case. I've got liquid cooling in it. Not this one, the other, the Intel one. I turned it around. Anyway, I'm not saying this guy would do the same. That's just an example, you know. Head shed, you know, you should see the mistakes I've made. Wow. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I just try to be. Why am I warm? It's hot in here. Coffee. Be right back. At least it only took me a few seconds to realise my spoon's in here. It might be a mistake, but I took my jumper off. If at first you do not succeed, give up. Now what am I looking for? I think I'll leave my headset off and give my ears a rest. You finally got it, have you guys? You like the gold nugget hunt? It's yeah, really good. Enjoy. It's a really, really great map. I personally thank the mod author for putting the gold nuggets as he did, especially the first 10. He kind of like says, I got gold nuggets, here they are. You could do with the money. Because some of the fields are actually quite small. And there's one YouTuber, Reefy, he's I don't think he's combining 4, 5 and 6 into one. I do believe he's going to leave them all little. Put different stuff in them. Every mother and their dog has put 4, 5 and 6 into one field. It's the first time I've ever done that as well, so because I did it. Makes a nice wheat field. There's somebody pushing my eyeballs out again. Really nasty people in my head. Get good starting gear too. It's not OTT, just enough. Although I find some of the places this picker up has to go is a bit tight, especially if you don't use a reasonably powered tractor. I'll give you for instance in a moment when he goes up the hill. And you like what I've gone up the hill, what I'm calling up the hill. This is the situations where you think, am I going to get out of there, am I not? But because this thing's got rear wheel steering, it helps to go around the corner that you didn't think you were going to get round. The one I don't. I still think it's too big. I actually went and bought the small one. It's over there in the distance. Somewhere over here is a right turn. Not that one, this one. I see, that doesn't look as though it's gonna fit, but he does. Well, my little Ford tractor couldn't get up this hill. Not with this trailer. Well, this guy's only just managing. Is anybody any good with a chainsaw? Get that just there. I hit something just there. It's a bush. Mr. Map Author, can you move that bush, please? Just that one. Because I hit it every flipping time. That's why. And this is a filthy great big 300,000 pound tractor. It should wreck it. Like my machines, I got the machines. You don't get this on your farm. I bought them with my £1,000,000. And this one makes silage and poop stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with that poop stuff, but it makes nice silage. When it gets working, these light up. They're really good. I'm not sure about this laser beam, but hey, at least you're not going to miss getting underneath the pipe, are you? I wonder if the hose will attach if we've got one of those. I got 1,600 litres of poop. The pooey stuff. And this machine is not quite the one I was after, but we're the author of the other one, because there's two different authors for this. I think this guy's the original. The other one has a pipe that comes out, not that thing there. I'm hoping you don't have to scoop it up with a bucket. So I'm only going to put one load in here. If I've got to scoop that up with a bucket, I'll be really, really disappointed. It's not the same as the one you get on Stevie's Pine Cove or Sosna Vodka. I have a sneaky suspicion I've got to scoop it out with probably something like a flipping conveyor belt. I need straw to go in this one. I got silage in there and I got grass in there. It doesn't look like grass, but that's what it is. I got 34, and I need to go and get some straw. So this trailer There's a 34 trailer, so go and get some straw. No, can't get some straw yet. I'm picking up grass. Finish the job you're doing, then go and get some straw for the machine. Turn, 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 turn. Thank you. Oh, I'm awake, I'm awake. Honest. Afternoon, Keno. You're just in time for coffee, mate. Oh, that's so nice. I'll give the chef a pay rise. Hope you're having a good weekend. I am now. We got the new map. I just noticed it's 654. I always thought it was Keno 54. Not many here today. I think everybody's doing their own thing. Oh my god. You'll have to give me a running commentary now then. But only if Scotland are winning. If they're not, I don't want to know. I'll just go and sulk in a corner of a field. I'll pluck the leaves off four-leaf clovers. How am I going to get that? I'm not going to get that. Did Scotland beat Italy? Hello, turtle soup. Going well, thank you. Hope you're having the same good day. Had a rubbish evening. Had to keep resetting some stuff that wouldn't stay reset and all sorts. Good, good. No. I don't think you can count Keno. Isn't it 60 Scotland and 13 Wales? You left the 0 off the end. I'm not small, I'm huge. Thinking it, mate. I'm 6'4" and weigh 17.5 stone. Are you giving away prizes? I don't have any channel views. I delete the channel views. I think the people, how dare they view my channel? It's a game. I'm not real. I'm a figment of Twitch's imagination. Wow, you should have seen what just come out of my ear. Come on, Scotland! Hey laddie, get your finger out. Stop messing around. Bleeding Sassenach. You're all Sassenach. Gonna tease me all afternoon now. North America, don't they call that Canada? I think I call it Canada. I don't really know where North America is. USA. I think I know where that is. We got a term that is over the pond somewhere, isn't it? Oh, it's full. Why am I going around in circles? It's full. And the annoying thing is, I really want to take this back to the other farm. Oh, that's not a gate. Got barbed wire in it. What are you on about now, Kino? It's full time? No, it's not full time. They've only just started. We'll get you in the second half, you know that, don't you? It'll lead you into a false sense of security and then beat the crap out of you. Sassenach. Yeah, what? One try and convert in it, that's all. You'll be sorry. Wait for the second. Oh, you haven't put any bets on. Turtle soup. Wales and Scotland are playing a proper game of rugby. Not that thing you call, what is it? Football. I'm gonna hit the fence. Damn nabbit. There's nothing there. I feel a band coming on. Get Twitch chat suspension in a minute there. Oh, this gate is doing my head in. Thank you. I know this trailer was too big. I have to take the rest to the other farm. Or shall I give it the sheeps? Oh, flower of Scotland. I don't know the rest of the song. How embarrassing. Oh. I'd sing the Rose as well, but you wouldn't like my voice. Well, will one of the modders please time out Keno? Give him a 10-hour suspension. Put him on the park bench. We love you, really. The young fellow. I'll get me own back. I always do. I'll come and annoy you on your stream. I'll make rude noises. I have Discord, yes. I'm not turning it on. People start talking to you. Then I get confused who the hell is who. Well, that's not hard to do. I don't have it turned on. I don't know how to do that. Do you think I am technical? You take me for a clever person, don't you? Which is rather nice. I have Discord for my Guild Wars 2 guild chat thing. When I go on there, I know how to do that because the guild leader set it all up for me. Well, they don't know which is their left foot and which is their right foot, never mind where the hell the football is. Oh, come on. You're talking football now. And football's not my scene. Bunch of pansies running around kicking a ball. Pick it up and throw it. I don't care. Oh, Fulham, you support Fulham? Wow, okay. I know where they are. I know where Cardiff City football grounds is as well. The poor buggers that didn't live in that street. You should have realised I was teasing. Yeah, I expect a Welshman to support Fulham. Wake up. Whoopa! Hey! Good afternoon to you. Welcome to a nut house. not the nut house. I might get copyright infringement on that one. That's somebody else's saying. Most people here are crazy. Except me. I have release papers to prove I'm not. 2 copies. From both times. Section 1, Section 3. Oh, didn't move. Oh. I don't know about me timing you out. I think the MoveBot might time you out. He's saying rude words. Where's all my grass gone? Oh, there we are. Gotta concentrate on what I'm doing. Never mind with Wales losing against Scotland. Because he's a Welshman and they're playing rugby. We always do the same thing. You do know what the word Alba means, Kino, yeah? It's not actually a word, it's a name. Let's see if I get through this flipping gate this time. Every time I come here I hit something. Oh, we got through. Right. I think I should wait for the bollards to go down. Bollards to you too. Should be making things now. Oh, stop pressing the wrong buttons. What? We're making stuff. We're not full already, are we? Who's that? Hooper! Thank you for the follow. Oh, 19% and 9%. Well, I'll look at that figure on that side. Nearly 50,000 litres of silage. Yay! Right, where are you going? Hey, welcome to the machines. Open sesame. No, 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 no. Why you have to turn, so why don't you turn back when I let go of the wheel? You silly driver. More grass. More grass. More grass. And even more grass. I have to put my headset back on, I think. No. About the only things that are not collidable on this map are those automatic gates, which is rather nice. Everything else, some of these hedges here you can drive through like that one, which is kind of like natural anyway. You see something like that, you usually can get away with doing it. But all those hedges there are all collidable. Gate posts, trees in the middle of the field, which aren't on this map, on this one here. Which is the way I like it. I like the fact that he made the gates transparent, because that on some maps, like one of the Scottish maps, some of the flipping gates are in your way. And there's a few maps like that where you find the gates. He's thought about it. It's nice. And don't forget, the map's been made by a Scotsman. You laddie, right? You know, you get what I'm saying? Hey? Does he? So, I still find myself slowing right down for the gates though. No, transparent, you can go through them. They're not opaque. I like using posh words. It's English. I'm smiling. I'd bite my tongue, but I haven't got any teeth, so I'll just suck it to death. Very good. I like that. Can I quote you? Love it. You're right, it isn't see-through. As in my underwear. I'll be surprised if I remember what side of the planet you're on. Never mind quoting. Good game here though, good game. Yeah. There's no collidable on those gates there. There is one that gets you confused because it looks the same, but it gets me confused. I'm easily confused. These days. I'm going around here picking up all these scrag ends and I've no need to. I've got loads of grass somewhere to pick up. Where is it? all over there. I found it. Wasn't lost, but I found it. See that space there in the will nip through there. To get to the other side. We're gonna have a sweetie. It's nearly daybreak. Oh, it is daybreak. There's the day is breaking. Broken. I think my windscreen wants a wash. Told you. Told you we'd have you in the second half. Now I know why you were quiet. It's going to be a tight game. Scotland-Wales matches like that are really nice to watch. It's usually some good rugby. Why you have to be mad? It's only a game. Oh, they're full. Now, anybody know where the gate is? Not over there. Oh, it's at the other end. Pointing the wrong way. I think. I'm lost. We'll go out this way. Right, now I have to drive all the way to the other farm. You've got the crash helmet on. think we'll have a wash while we're there. Where's all the cars? Is it Sunday already? Oh, there you are. You're tooting at me, son. I wouldn't do that. It's, you know, that's a death sentence tooting at me. You got Bob Hope, no hope. I'm going to sit here all day. How long have you got? I'll let you off. Just don't do it again. That's enough. Well, chickens, move. Right, you're in the way now. Why are you sat here? Why don't you just go in here and have a rest? There. Have a kip in there. Here, chucky eggs. How many eggs? That's one. Do the same with you. Oh, Brian, have a look, see where you're going. Flipping it. Shoo! Shoo! Stop pecking a tractor. Stop it! I'll tell your mother. You're not going to poop on that wheel now, are you? I'm watching you. Don't argue. Don't move. I'll ride over you. I tap my desk and my mouse goes bananas. Left, right, decisions. Oh. Missed. Yeah, give me some fool. Missed. Who is? Back on the road. Oh, look at the corn. Nearly ready. I'd less than lying around. How come I didn't finish this field? Alright. Loads of grass. Be nice if you could fertilise this. But you can't. Oh, we did 27 before we did 26. Okay. I think 27 and 26 definitely a main grass supplier. Ow. Someone just stabbed me in the side of the neck. Impolite. What's for dinner? Wow, we're full. We're full up again. What are we gonna have for dinner? I'm hungry. Haha, I see you. You got a tray? Oh no, you're a pickup thing truck. Thought he was pulling a trailer then. Watch out for that hole there, son. It might hit it. It's something else when a tractor pulls up behind a traffic and starts tooting it on because it's going too slow. Giants. Sometimes you're a joke. Yeah. Oh, he's alright. I'll go this way this time. Just for a change. Because I can. Remember where everything is then. Nice little workshop. Clean and tidy. Might start getting some animals tomorrow. I don't think we'll get any today. Oh, bummer. Right, turn round. Twice I've done that now. Anything coming? No, good. I want some straw. Oh, I'm not going to turn there. And it's in here. Let me get that machine working. I think we got some. Oh, we didn't go far before we had to come back. Might need some new chickens. Right, yeah. I like this. I did classic. Went to where you drop off. But the pickup point is all the way over here. This is really different. Isn't it? Aye. How about there? Okay. Well, almost. Straw. Oh, not got a lot there, have I? What does it take? I think that's about it, isn't it? Well, we only got straw off one field. And it wasn't a really big field. Oh, good. I wanted one load at least. Go back this way. It does seem a little easier to get round the corners. Yeah, might need a new white chicken. He might have strayed underneath some rubber. Still, chicken dinner tonight then. Right, one day we're going to get organised. I don't know what day we're going to pick, but it'll be one day soon. Pressed chicken, yes, it's I can't remember what that spatula I don't know. I used to know the word. I used to do them. One of my first jobs I ever, as a teenager, was doing all sorts with chickens except plucking them. I said plucking. Okay. Alright, well, stop while I'm ahead. When you take the backbone out and squish them, there's a special word for it. You know what the chefs like, they've got special words for everything. Sautéing potatoes. What the hell is that? Well, you stick them in a frying pan and put a bit of butter in. You mean fried spuds in fat? Okay. I do better when I'm in the cab going through that gate. Right. Oh, here we're going to get this machine working now. As long as we don't hit the wall, it'll go in there. There we go. Come on, work. Come on. It won't work just yet. Oh, we got 34 in there. 34 in there. And 34 in there. Why does that look smaller? We gotta kick it. When it this thing takes 100,000 litres each. Very good. But I really like a pipe and a proper. There's a hole in my bucket, diddle-laser, diddle-laser. There's a hole in my bucket, diddle-laser, a hole. Then mend it. What's the guy's name? Oh. That's in forward. Why'd you go backwards? It's working. Look, 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 look. There's smoke coming out of it. It started up. Has it started up? Be quiet so I can hear the machine. Look. Look, look. Look. Wish shooter. Wish shooter. Wow. I don't know what it's going to do with the poop. I don't know how you picked that up. That's it, yeah, spatchcocked. I think you got it actually right there. Spatchcock. I actually do that with my chickens. Dead ones that I get from the supermarket. And they cook a lot evenly, more evenly and a lot quicker. And if you go down the the breastbone as well, yeah, it's easy then. Got two halves to cook even better. I buy little ones that I think I just missed my no, it's up here. And that French word begins with P. I have gone too far. I'm like, where's my flipping gate now? It's just... Oh, here it is. Here it be by your ears. Let's get in there. Right. Can't find what I'm looking for. You didn't know there were words to that song? Oh, hello Brian. Don't panic. We're nearly there. It's hoping for another couple of bucket loads of grass at least. Henry. His name is Henry. And she goes, then mend it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then mend it, dear Henry, mend it. And then he goes, with what shall I mend it with, dear Liza, with what shall I mend it with, dear Liza, with what? With straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry, try straw, dear Henry. Dear Henry, try straw. And what shall I collect it? And it goes round like that and it comes back to, she says, use a bucket, and he goes, after a bit of a pause, which is the comic bit, he goes, there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. So then she just gives him a slap round the face. Personally, I'd give him an egg cup. Fill that. Come back when you're done. Right, give somebody a fork to go and collect gravy or water. Yeah, it's going on. I got fog coming in here, I think. There's a bit of a mist. Not seen that before. We're not going to have rain, am I? It's a great map, guys. It really be a good map. Now you got to try and remember originally that it was a beef farm. So they probably had Angus Blacks on it, you know. Best beef. Like. 25. What about 25? You won't find 18 here. It's over by 17 and 16. But the numbers over here. Go be nuts. Yeah. I'm hoping Useless Farmer does a look. He does a side-by-side look at the real place and the farm itself, the map. He did that with well, he's done it with quite a few maps, but the last one he did was with Sandy Bridge. No, Sandy Bay. For Christ's sake. Did a rather clever side-by-side view of that one. One of the Scottish ones he did an overlay. But the actual map he overlaid on top of the map. You couldn't tell much of a difference. Oh, we're fully getting one nice lot of grass out of this one. We are getting a nice lot of grass. Alright, you're working on 25. I've done a couple of missions. You need to top the money up. I think we got more in the back this time. Tractor's struggling. Might have just enough grass, but I've got no straw left. You ever been on a map where you've run out of straw? I have for the moment. Cool, flipping heck, mate. You go much slower, you'll need an invitation. What are you going to do with 4, 5 and 6? That's the question. Are you going to plough them all together? Or leave them as little fields? The audience wants to know. Me. Kino's rather quiet, isn't he? What's the score, Kino? Mustn't tease you. But you find as old folk get really, yeah. I was right. A senior person. Don't call me old. I'm a peer. One that's falling down. Cream crackered. You're gonna join them, are you? That's the way to go with 4, 5 and 6. Doesn't show on the little mini map. Oh, wrong button. That's the one I'm looking for. But I like the way it grows over there. They're growing. Look, they're growing. They're growing. They're dark green. That annoys me, that does. Hopefully they'll be ready, like that'll be ready then that'll be ready, then that'll be... I don't want them all at the same time. I don't want them all. I own lots of grass fields. 27 and 26 are the best grass fields. 32 and 30, you want 2 tractors to pull your picker-upper thing. You want 2 tractors to pull this on those fields. Definitely going foggy out here. Might have to turn the lights back on. I want to turn that way. There you go. No. The turning isn't as far as I thought it was last time. Was it? I was just going to say, look, the grass is growing up already, but that's the bit I didn't cut. Oh, there's an Easter egg on 26. I'm not going to tell you. Before you mow it, have a good look at field 26. I think it's 26, yeah. You have to buy it first. No, I don't think you need to buy it to have a look at it. I have to wait till it grows again, see if it comes back. I'm coughing because it's all smoggy. The people in the houses are burning their peat got peat on their fires. I was saying earlier, there's one place I'd like... I have actually been to Ireland. I forgot. I forget lots of things. I remember this pub hotel we were in. He had a peat fire. Oh my god, the bloody thing was hot. Real hot. Goddamn hot. Couldn't stand near it. How the hell the chimney didn't catch fire, I don't know. It's about all I remember. I do remember being sick on the ferry going, well, that might have been one to France, but there you go. One of the Scottish Isles come off on the ferry. Don't know which one. All these memories. Just because I said peat fire. Burning peat. Hey. I see no ships. This fog's getting thicker, thunker. I'm not going to be able to see my tractor in front of my trailer in a minute. Whew. I don't know if I finished this field or not because I can't see. Around the edges. I missed that bit. Okay. Well, I don't think I'll finish this one, have I? I don't know. Probably not. There's a little bit. Stop. There's a wee bit there. Not a lot. Flipping heck. Me num's gone bum. Alright, I did do this one then. Strange how I did the second field before I did the first field. Hey. Can you turn the wheel a little bit more? You know, when they're taking much, just that much, see? Call yourself a driver. Got more driver in my big foot. I didn't yawn. Nearly time to go. We've been at it long enough now. Wow, they slammed the brakes on. Very good. Yeah. I'm stuck. Can't you see I'm stuck? How the hell I got stuck like that, I don't know. That is not going to be easy to fix. Let's get rid of these ignorant people out of the way who are probably laughing their flipping heads off at the tractor drivers ramming into the gate. Yeah, right, Brian, you ready for this? Hope you've got your crash helmet on, because you're going to push the trailer for me. Right, a bit more. Try a bit harder. No. Maybe we got it off enough. Go and have a look. You know, leaving the tractor there, somebody's going to come up and toot at you. Right, we need to go that way then. See? Can't you see I've got the hazard warnings on? No, I haven't. Right. There we go. I like that. I like that. And then gun it! And miss. How the hell did we miss? No, that way. No, you're being silly now, aren't you? Can't you see I'm busy? Right, put diff lock on. There you go, there you go. Gordon Bennett, go round! I wouldn't toot my horn at me again. Are you? Have a nice day. Suck them apples. Yeah. He didn't do his own though. He only did it once. I don't get road rage. I get even. Even's got me on his speed dial. Who the hell knocked them buckets over again? Some flipping vandal coming around knocking the buckets over. I put up a security camera and catch them at it. All the rage on farms these days, security cameras. Don't blame them. How much I pay for the tractor? No eggs? Not having bacon and eggs for lunch then. Thank you, Gate, but I'm going this way. Getting that foggy, I'm having a bit of problem trying to find my way around the yard. I got a new parking place for this. Pop radio, FM, what? It's the radio one. Well, I can't hear it, and I hope you can't hear it, or I'll get vlogged or whatever they call it. Where's the buttons gone? Off. Very good. Off. So what was all that about then? I think drive control, you use a shift and 4, 5 and 6. Drive control for 4-wheel drive is shift and 4. So I got all 4 wheels going at once. And you got diff lock on, I don't know if it's front or back, for 5, and diff lock on 6 again, don't know if it'll be the other one, front or back. Why don't you sit there? There. You might get a little bit wet on the front. Don't worry about it. And I think me, myself and I think me, myself and I are just about finished for the stream. Yeah, rooster, stay there, don't move. Here we get the white one. Missed. Done that one. How about that one? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream. I got a good hose on this jet sprayer. Guess who pressed the wrong button again? Okay, that's clean enough. Look at this fog. I've never seen this before in a game. I've been playing since the start and I've never seen this. I've never seen rain either yet. Yeah, you have new mail and lots of new mail. Yeah, you're not doing anything. I still don't know what I'm going to use you for, and I hope it's not the machines. So what I need to do then is go and have a look at how well the fields are doing. That take a tractor or walk. I'm too lazy. We'll take a tractor. You stay there, chicken. Oh dear, we need another white one. And I can't see. We go and check the fields, and they're not. Don't know why, because you've got a little map there. It tells you they're not grodded up yet. I'll physically go and have a look. That harvester's been there a lot long. The grass is growing up around it. So easiest place to park it over there. Here's my wheat field. Looking rather good. Corn. Looking good. This bit on the end here is poor show. And then we got sunny flowers. They're gonna be a while. More corn. Now shall I say wheat? Get it right. Sunny flowers. And that one's corn. Yeah, corn on the cob. Oh. Now, the thing is, get out. Thank you. You're not going to see me harvesting them because I'm going to be playing later on this evening. Don't know what you'll see tomorrow, but I'll have another day tomorrow. Perfect timing. Well, once again, folks, I thank you all for the joins, the follows, the hostings, and all those nice things. If I don't see you before, I'll see you later. Goodbye from him. Goodbye from me. Bye.